we'll start off as we always do. New Year's Eve, 1999. Yeah. I always feel this is the best way to kind of get the tenor of what's happening around the world. And I usually do that by going to Dick Clark's New Year's Rockin' Eve, because that is the most down the middle, safe, acceptable kind of program where you'll get a little something here, maybe that's popular. And then also Casey and the Sunshine Band every year for some reason. But
Casey's a good hang.
I mean, it must be. Shit. But this year, in lieu of New Year's Rockin' Eve, because it's such a momentous occasion, we are entering the year 2000, they actually just presented an all-day TV show on ABC called ABC 2000 Today, which was hosted by Peter Jennings. And so they let Dick Clark do the countdown, but that was it. So all we got was the stupid ball drop.
Jennings is fucking butting in? I don't like Peter Jennings butting in this situation.
He wasn't butting in necessarily. He was more just kind of doing the actual news part. They basically just
kind of big timing Dick Clark.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they kind of, they threw Dick a bone.
No.
But
what instrument do we use for Monika disapproving? Because that'll be another one.
Wait, I should give her the.
There we go.
That's the train whistle. That's the disapproval train.
We need to set the table properly.
I was gonna say, don't make me pull out the passion harmonica.
The show has
Teresa
become a full morning zoo since the last time I was here.
Well, a funny thing happened during COVID. People started mailing me shit to do this with, so now I just thank you. Shout out to Davey Red for sending me all the.
You guys really back to us, like post us knowing who our fans are now. And really find out, you guys are freaky too. We can really push this.
Hell yeah. But you know what? Dick Clark, he ain't where it's at. Let's see where the culture is really at. I'm watching the only fucking countdown that matters, which is, of course, on Comedy Central.
13, 12, 11, 9, 8, 7, 6, go, 4, 2, oh boy, 2, 1.
Wait a minute. It's New Year's Eve 1999. What the hell are you people doing watching this crap?
So that's it. And then what do you think happens right after this? Do you think it's going to play an episode of South Park?
I bet they kill Kenny.
Oh, you'd be wrong. It's
there
the man show. Oh, yeah.
Wait, the year 2000, is that the original? Is that Adam Carolla, Jimmy Kimmel?
Yeah. That's not Rogan and Stanhope yet.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. What a weird.
I think about it all the time.
Yeah. I just found it extra weird because I'm like, oh, yeah, they're going to roll an episode of South Park. Nope. Man show for some reason.
So wait, that clip that you just played was just a little bumper.
Yeah,
they played like
at midnight
sharp.
on Comedy Central,
funny.
And then they rolled into that. But the real action here was, of course, MTV's coverage was called MTV Too Large 2000, brought to you by giftcertificates.com.
Oh my god!
Oh
my god!
That killed me because we're going to talk about the
2000 is the .com boom.
The .com Super Bowl is coming very quickly here. So this is the lineup, and this is fucking insane because it's basically it's the Sgt. Peppers of 1990. It's everybody. Every fucking person is in this. Carson Daly, obviously. Christina Aguilera. I believe they were fucking at the time. Jay-Z. 98.
Eminem had to switch chairs to find out about that.
Jay-Z, 98 Degrees, Jessica Simpson, No Doubt, Bush.
Oh, my friends.
Yeah, which I like that. Just 98 Degrees had to come with Jessica Simpson and Bush had to come with No Doubt. Like they were just like, all right, give them a
one of those bands is welcome.
Yeah,
one of the four.
Yeah, Mandy Moore, Goo Goo Dolls, Tay Diggs rolled up to the event, and they were like, Tay, what are you doing? He's like, nothing, man. I got my Fig Newtons, and then holds up a box of Fig Newtons.
What a weird
that's
man.
That's right around the time where he's just like the hottest man in movies, right?
Yeah, we're like
giving Stella his groove back around this time.
We're 2 years out from Equilibrium, baby.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, Gun Kata's about to be unleashed.
We're gold.
Yeah, Blink-182, Enrique Iglesias, Tyrese Gibson, still killing it.
Wow.
Cisco, Rudy
Giuliani.
Oh my God, was Cisco's hair silver at the time?
Oh yeah,
I hope so.
Absolutely.
If you're going to be the dragon, you got to stay silver.
Yeah. Rudy Giuliani, biggest teeny bopper sensation of that year.
Oh my god.
And then
Broken windows.
and then of course Kathy Griffin. And Kathy Griffin,
She of the D-list.
She had that was a big year for her, wasn't it?
It was a big year for her, and it's amazing because even at this early date, she is still the queen of intrusive thoughts that she says into microphones. So Kurt Loder at one point says, quote, "We've got our very important guests here like Kathy Griffin, and we're going to be asking everybody about the 1,000 years that is now receding into history and the 1,000 more to come."
Of course, just too much gravity for
I fucking
MTV.
love Kurt Loder so much. Kurt Loder being parodied on South Park is still funny to me, where it's just him smoking a cigarette and going, "I've got to be the oldest person here by 1,000 years."
But I do just want to see him being like, "Well, Cisco, what do you think about the War of the Roses?" Yeah, he
I'm
said
here with Cisco talking about the Industrial Revolution. And now we'll throw to Ashanti.
Kathy Griffin, and this is her quote. It says, "I hope this isn't going to be like that movie Deep Impact, where we're all going to get bombed in a second."
Yeah, it's not what happened.
I was like, that is
They're referring to a meteor that Elijah Wood discovered.
Yeah. And then the next thing she says, "I hope we don't all have our faces filled with glass tonight."
So she knew about what was coming.
She's
sitting there with Kurt Loder going, "I'd hate to see," and then it's like the fucking Nostradamus thing where it's like towers of two falling fire sky.
Yeah, somehow. And I'm just like, just stop talking.
Yeah.
Keep going. Never stop.
What was the reaction to that?
They just kept moving on.
This is
Immediate
99.
cutaway.
You can say anything.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so loud, I think, because you watch this footage, it's fucking crazy how loud it was.
It would be probably pretty wild to have been Town Square 2000.
Yeah.
That like 99, 2000, like sitting there must have been bananas.
Oh, yeah. And one guy showed up that I wasn't expecting, and that is, of course, Puff Daddy is here.
Hey!
And he is just a scant 72 hours out from shooting into the air in a nightclub. And
is that the J-Lo nightclub one?
Yeah, where Jennifer Lopez, according to vicious rumor and innuendo, snuck the gun out of the nightclub in her purse. They're great people. And
Oh my god!
and
that's a fucking down-ass friend.
Yeah.
She's a keeper.
Well, no, her
gun in purse equals keeper.
Oh, well, she got off scot-free. The real down-ass friend is Shine, who is his protege, who got arrested and ended up serving 8 years in jail.
This is around the same time as when they go and beat up everybody for the Nas video where they're crucified.
Oh, yeah.
Am I supposed to remember who Shine is?
No. Okay. No. The only thing... No, it's a great question, Luke. The only thing notable about Shine was he was the first rapper to make an album over the phone from jail. So he's the guy that pioneered making an album.
He's the Sugar Hill Gang to Lil Wayne's future.
Of Gucci Mane. Yeah. Gucci Mane learned everything he knew from Shine. But I did get a little curious about Shine because I hadn't thought about him in years either. First of all, observe the traditional code of silence. Real G's move in silence like lasagna, and that he didn't roll on anybody, and he's still tight with P. Diddy to this day, even though he took the pinch for him.
If you take the pinch, they better be fucking nice when you get out.
Yeah. So he immediately got deported back to his native Belize.
Less cool.
Yikes.
So he gets out in 2009. He gets to Belize. He converts to Orthodox Judaism in a wild twist. And in 2012, he endorsed Mitt Romney because Obama didn't help him get not deported. Which all politics are local, folks.
Whoa.
And then this is wild because there's two people that you don't expect to just end up congressmen that are, because he got into politics and was elected to Belize's House of Representatives in 2020. His platform was raising the salaries of police and increasing penalties for those who commit crimes.
Oh, you got Stockholm Syndrome.
He is currently Belize's equivalent of the House Minority Leader and is expected to run for prime minister in 2025.
My God.
Yeah, so
what did he have the guy? Like, he didn't commit the crime, right? He took the fall.
Nobody rolled on anybody, so they don't know.
Yeah.
Basically, they got into a fight at a nightclub.
I could see a guy like that who takes the fall for other people.
That's
becoming kind of intense.
Yeah. But he did get Puff Daddy to Belize for the first time, so he became an ambassador for the country. And then,
lucky for Belizeans.
Yeah.
What do you call people from Belize?
I don't know.
Sorry to throw a
Belizeans?
tough one out there.
Yeah,
sorry to throw a hard hitting.
I don't know the demonym for folks from Belize.
I'm so jealous you knew that term.
Oh, demonym. I spent a lot of time on Wikipedia. They have a segment on MTV of what they call bad New Year's Eve stories, and this one starts out pretty shocking.
People have had bad New Year's Eves, that's for sure. In fact, we asked, so let's go ahead and show you some of these New Year's Eve sob stories. Take a look at this.
All of my New Year's have sucked, and I'll tell you why.
Okay, ready?
We're at this party.
So I'm at this party.
We were all at this party. We got invited to this huge party.
This huge party, and everybody's there. And we're walking down the stairs, and I see my sister on the couch with my cousin, and they're going each other. The two girls.
So we get some incest going.
Keep that running.
It doesn't get
She
more.
said they're both girls.
It doesn't get more interesting than that. Yeah.
Incest is allowed when it's.
Yeah. So they
Just keeping the doors open.
they start the segment off with just some incest action
Gentle.
going.
Fucking wild.
Yeah.
Now, here's the thing. That editor knew what he was doing.
He was like, I have
Sitting in that bay working at MTV.
Yeah.
It's the year 2000 broadcast. I would like to hope there are 1,000 weird edits in there. There's just some 28-year-old fucking cynical asshole.
Yeah, well, because everything after that was boring. It was just people being like, I puked so much.
Right.
And you're like,
Okay.
Wait, can we cut back a couple here? Because everybody else.
You kind of spit me into a tailspin with the incest thing. My brain is not able to process this fucking Guido from Long Island story about being naked at a party.
I was so focused on the accent that it was
Yeah.
like a full 3 seconds after she said it that I was like, oh, incest is part of the
Yeah,
story.
Oh, horror.
Maybe by marriage. I don't know why I'm taking this stance.
Yeah,
It's just
why
funny
are
to me.
They also set up, MTV did a Catholic confessional booth in Times Square and had people go into the booth.
That girl said that her family saw that on TV. Like, that's what I'm thinking about. Right? Like, that's what I can't stop thinking about is like, that aired on television. Like, people she knew who knew who those people are.
I mean, it's funny to think that, like, I think nowadays, if you see some doofus come at you with a microphone and a camera, like TikTok and YouTube and all that stuff has made it so prevalent that you're like, no.
Yeah.
Yeah. Get away from me.
Not today.
I just love how
I don't think it didn't used to be. That
too
was not
honest,
top of
so
mind.
open. It's like, let me tell this person this very like fucking weird thing that like, and just to broadcast out.
Yeah.
People were also so much rougher about that kind of information back then. Like they just thought it was funny only.
Oh, yeah.
and not horrific.
Right.
I mean, I guess this is all segueing into the man show.
Yeah.
All the pieces line up.
Yeah.
They also have a Catholic confession booth set up in
That's
Times
still
Square.
insane to me. Like the MTV building a weird Catholic confessional.
So this is the true confessional from New Year's Eve. This segment, I believe, is introed by Blink-182.
I hated my roommate in college freshman year, and so I went and I told all her friends that she was a slut, and now she has no friends, and the people that she was going to live with kicked her out of their apartment.
You're a bad person.
Also, these fucking people who are like,
That's just
no
awful.
sluts around here.
You're right. Like, that is just terrible. It's just a bad thing you did.
The listeners can't see this, but if you watch the video, they have them through like a Catholic confessional thing.
Yes.
But you can, one, still see their face, and two, they don't alter their voice.
No.
Yeah.
Yet again.
Like,
Nope.
Is this all like a group of young women who are sociopaths who showed up to year 2000 New Year's and were like, let's confess to it all.
Yeah.
oh, you're shooting me in profile? Well, then they won't recognize me. Yeah.
I mean, maybe like Times Square MTV headquarters was sort of a beacon for that type in the greater New York
Maybe
area.
all their parents were dead. So they're kind of free to say whatever.
They keep cutting to a man wearing a checkerboard Cat in the Hat, which
God.
just perfect little pin
yeah.
in the timeline. And
was that the height of those hats?
Yeah, absolutely. 'Cause
That's
I-
Or was that a few
middle
years
school,
earlier?
I have such a distinct memory of like people wearing those all the time. Like I think like
Yeah.
late
Yeah.
90s, like the rave world.
right. It was
Wait, what was everyone's deal in 2000?
yeah, good question. So I was 13 going in, and I
Okay.
turned 14,
14.
In midsummer.
Yeah, so
Okay.
I am 8th or 7th grade and back half of 7th grade, first half of 8th grade.
Okay.
I was 11. I think I was in
I have thought
grade.
you were older than me else this time.
Really?
You're so mature.
No,
You do grown-up shit. I feel so bad now.
That I'm a 34-year-old child.
But by my standards, a grown-up child.
you're an adult baby.
But so you turned 11 or you were 11
I
that year?
turned 11.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think I turned 16.
There we go.
That year.
Hell yeah.
So I have a
Probably-
lot of memories.
Well, I was gonna say like it's kind of interesting to do it when you're like right before that because I feel like once you get a car, you don't like half the shit from 2000. Stop
Yeah.
two.
I didn't get a car till I was like 22.
Oh, okay. Oh, so you were around.
I was around watching a
By
lot of TV.
By high school, I am into subculture life, and
Yeah.
I have split off from like watching MTV, and I am now like sensitive and listen to Weezer and like the Ramones, and like I'm
interesting.
starting to get into anime, and like mainstream things are now lame.
I see.
But so this is my last gasp
Yeah.
until like much later in life where I am fully versed in everything in pop culture.
Yeah.
I see. Yeah, I was really into the Matrix. I think.
Fuck yeah.
And the Sims Online.
Yeah.
So I think
yeah.
those were kind of the only two things I had going on other than
hell
watching
yeah.
MTV.
Oh.
So you're like
That's
a
like
like
the-
freshman to sophomore high school run there.
Oh, no, if I turned 16, I turned 16 in October, so I think I would have been.
Oh, so you're like a year older.
Yeah, I think it was my junior year. I
Okay.
think.
Okay.
Okay.
Am I wrong? I
what-
graduated 2002. Maybe it was my sophomore year. I don't know. Sorry, math is not interesting to the listeners.
It's also nice. We have kind of like a
sophomore, yeah.
6-year run here
Yeah.
that kind of like covers a nice cross section of like slightly younger to like slightly older within it. So we
Yeah.
are kind of
It-
most of the youth, like the demographics
yeah.
marketed to.
It
are
must
in
have
this
been
room.
my junior year because 9/11 was on my senior year.
Okay. Right on.
Hell yeah.
There we
I
go.
remember.
I did want to mention No Doubt performs "It's the End of the World as We Know
I
It."
watched that. She had to have cue cards because she didn't learn the word.
Well, I was gonna say she
Does a shitty job.
Yeah, she doesn't do it. Well, that's like such a fucking impossible song, but
Bullshit. Everybody in this room in 10 minutes of prep could for
come
sure
on.
do that.
I don't know. But yeah, perfect song choice to mark the beginning of the decline of the American Empire. No Doubt would release their fourth album, Return of Saturn, which is just all right
Yeah.
on April 11th of that year.
It's a preview of things to come.
Yeah.